So hi मैम.
Hello,
मैम कैसा लग रहा है आपको यहाँ पे आके?
I'm very elated and happy.
ओके सो मैम आप हमें थोड़ा फॉरेंसिक साइंस के बारे में बता सकते हो एज ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है हमारा, तो कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी अबाउट?
Yeah. So when we basically talk about forensic science, it is a science where we are going to apply all the basic sciences. You all have heard about physics, chemistry, biology, microbiology, biochemistry. आप कोई भी डिसिप्लिन की बात करें, whether it is engineering, your commerce, whatever it is, we are going to apply all those disciplines into our legal system.
ओके मैम.
Because at crime scene, we can evidence any kind of evidence, even a single pen, a paper, a belt that you are tying your pants with, right? Your earrings, the necklace, hair, eyes, anything could be evidence.
ओके सो मैम हाउ डू यू गाइज एग्जामिन, कैसे आप एग्जामिन करते हो, कैसे कलेक्ट करते हो एविडेंसेस क्राइम सीन पे?
See, for this, we have different people from different specializations. I can't say only one individual is going to solve all the cases. He's going to analyze all the different kinds of evidences. If I'm saying biology, so I need to have expert of biology field.
Okay.
If I'm talking about chemistry, so I need to have the expertise of the chemist so that he is able to identify different substances that are present at the scene of occurrence.
Okay, सबके डिपार्टमेंट्स अलग होते हैं.
सबके डिपार्टमेंट्स अलग होते हैं. When we talk about forensic science laboratories, it is divided into many divisions. Like we have physical sciences. In physical sciences, we have ballistics, where we analyze different firearms. We have different, soil analysis, glass analysis.
Okay.
We have footprint analysis. Then we have fingerprint analysis. If somebody is falling off from the roof, right, again physics is applied there.
Yeah.
When we talk about chemistry, we have toxicology. You have heard about that people are dying because of poison.
Yeah.
So poison chemical substances there that has to be analyzed by the toxicologist.
Yes, okay.
Then there are cases where we have drugs. People are nowadays using so many drugs and
Yes,
people are dying. So to ascertain the cause of death, whether it was due to heroin, high dose of heroin, high dose of cannabis, what was the real cause, or it was a natural death.
Okay.
So one has to take the help of the individual who is specializing in narcotics.
ओके सो मैम कैन यू टेल मी कुछ ऐसी केस या आपके कुछ ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस जो कि आप बताना चाहते हो या आप हमें मतलब बयां करना चाहते हो यहाँ पे?
I won't say the experience. Okay, I can share one of the experience when I was, solving one of the case that was submitted to Forensic Biology Division of one of the renowned laboratory. Won't be disclosing because it is highly confidential.
Yeah,
so there we got, 8 earthen pots in which he had the charred remains. Charred remains are जब हम किसी की body को जला देते हैं, right? After cremation, we are left with ashes are there, right? So those ashes were there, and the query was whether this was a mass murder, and was it due to some revenge that happened. Right, so those earthen pots were submitted to the forensic laboratory.
Okay.
And we were supposed to identify how many individuals were there, how many were females, how many were males.
How guys can you just...
Because we have those remains, there are charred remains, means charred bones are there.
Okay.
Ultimately, we are left, when a body is burnt, right, after cremation, we are only left with the bone part. Bone is not the, it doesn't disappears. Flesh goes off.
So is there any prints, like any...
No, prints are not there. After burning, we are not
Yeah.
left with anything. But we have that charred remains, means the charred bones are available. Right? जो आप बोलते हो कि हम after going to Haridwar and we immerse those ashes in the river, so they are actually the bones, the charred bones. Okay. So in that case, we were supposed to identify number of men involved, right, or how many people were actually murdered by the perpetrator, and whether they were male or female, whether there was any kind of injury mark. Though it was very difficult to ascertain, because once something is burnt, you are not able to assess.
Okay, okay,
you are not able to determine. On one hand, I am having a very long bone, thigh bone I am having, so I am able to identify this is thigh bone, this belongs to this particular male or female. And this is we can tell the height of the individual, age, sex, stature, using that, right? Bone is there. But when we are having charred remains, we are saying it has been burnt,
there is nothing left.
We say it is nothing left, but still there are chances. Okay. And we have solved that case. We have used our expertise of forensic anthropology, where we have identified those charred remains, and we ascertained that there were 5 people involved or murdered in that case. Okay. Just merely looking at the skeletal charred remains that were present in the earthen pots.
Okay. Okay.
and that was submitted to the forensic laboratory and the opinion was given accordingly.
अगर जैसे आपने सीन बताया वहाँ पे अगर हमारे पास सस्पेक्ट्स हैं तो हम उनको ऐसे मतलब कैसे एग्जामिन करके बता सकते
We
हैं?
need to corroborate things. We need to have different kind of evidences.
Okay.
These are we are not going to focus only on the skeletal remains. अब कोई चीज़ें उनकी क्राइम सीन पे प्रेजेंट होंगी.
Yes,
That we have to correlate things. और हमेशा when we say forensic science evidence is there, it is not only the one evidence and it is not only the one evidence जिसके basis पे you are going to give the verdict or the opinion by the court would be given. It's not like that way. It is always corroboratory, like supportive in nature. One evidence is going to support the existence of something at the scene of occurrence. Every time, each and every crime scene is going to be unique in itself.
Yeah, ma'am.
Whatever you have learned or whatever one expert has learned, by the previous cases, it doesn't mean that he has become the expert. If each and every case, whichever is coming to him, he is going to solve that. No.
Okay.
He has to, every time he has to apply a new knowledge to that. That new added skill has to be utilized. Then only one can solve that case. Rather, it is not solving the case. The expert is going to provide the expert evidence, and then rest of the things lies in the proceedings of the court or the court of law, where they are going to club all the evidences together, talk about eyewitnesses, talk about the forensic expert that is there, the different victim is there, perpetrator is there, suspects are there. So hearsay evidence of all those people are going to be collected. Then the judge, obviously he is called judge, he is going to judge based upon all the evidences that are present there.
सो मैम सबसे हार्डेस्ट पार्ट कौन सा होता है अगर हम कुछ एग्जामिन कर रहे हैं या कुछ हम देख रहे हैं लेबोरेटरी में?
Forensic science is the science of the unknowns.
Yes.
हमें कुछ भी नहीं पता. When I teach in class, I give them the stories, I share the case reports with them, right? At that time, they know. If I am talking about biology, they know some biological evidence would be there, right? If somebody is teaching toxicology, so they know poison would be there, so we are going to identify that, right? If we are talking about narcotics, drug abuse, so somebody might have consumed alcohol and मैम ने हमें sample दिया होगा alcohol का, right? हमें इसको identify करना है. But when it comes to the actual crime scene, it's very tough.
It's very tough, right?
Unknown. We don't know what is there exactly. How did it happen? Today, when I was coming to the office, at that time we had a very major accident on this highway, right? I observed a bus was there, and that motorbike was entirely under that bus, right?
There is no chance.
No chance. I presume that the individual died on spot. Now that individual was lying in a pool of blood.
Oh my.
Now we have to ascertain what actually happened, what is the cause of death. Maybe that individual was under the influence of alcohol, but in the morning itself, question rises now whether the individual who was driving the bus, maybe he was intoxicated, and you could see that the bus was standing in the middle of the road.
Okay.
What is the exact location, how that individual hit the bus, or that bus was coming
middle of the road.
In the middle of the road. What happened? So when there is a crime scene, this is very, very tedious task to ascertain the cause of death, to ascertain different types of evidences that are there. Now there was one news maybe 4 to 5 years back. It was an assault case, sexual assault, right? In the daylight in sector 41 Chandigarh, a girl was raped, right? And the people presumed that it was her boyfriend or the brother was there. Now there was no evidence. We were not able to collect the evidences, and we were not able to, the expert, forensic scientist expert was not able to come to a conclusion that who actually assaulted the girl. Then next time, in next phase, forensic scientist visited the scene of occurrence. Scene of occurrence was a home where the scuffle took place. When assault is happening, so there is a scuffle. The victim tries to protect herself, right? So certain defense marks are there. Certain haphazardness of the materials which are in immediate contact. Yeah, in immediate contact of that individual is there. So everything is messed up. So the expert, you would be amazed to hear this, that the experts collected the pieces of paper, A4 sheet papers that were there. अब A4 sheet paper से क्या मिला उनको evidence? Right, so evidence was the sweat,
okay,
by which the individuals who hold that papers, and they tried to mess it up.
Okay, okay.
When we are holding something, so how fingerprints are formed? When we are holding something, so the sweat from our hands get deposited onto the object that we are holding.
Okay.
This is how fingerprints are formed. So from there, they have collected the sweat, and they have done the DNA profiling using those sweat sample, and they concluded that presence of the perpetrator at the scene of occurrence, and they presumed or they gave the opinion that he or she he was the individual, her boyfriend was the individual who assaulted her.
मैम उस लड़की का कुछ एग्जामिन नहीं हुआ होगा?
Things are done, but what if the perpetrator forcefully asked the victim to take a bath?
Okay.
Things are available, but in India what happens, we are not able to collect the forensic evidences very quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
You might have heard about Arushi murder case.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, because timely evidence collection was not done for
And
that
also
reason.
the blood stains वो काफी time हो गया था.
Time हो जाए doesn't matter, but the thing is contamination.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever any crime happens in India, you will see lot many people go and visit the scene of occurrence as if they want to solve the crime. Right, what they are doing is they are not helping the police to solve the crime, rather
the
they
main
are
problem.
adding their evidence over the crime scene.
They are covering the crime scene.
No, they are not covering. What happens is, for example, there was a Arushi murder case, right? And now people are the neighbors, the relatives, they are coming to see what actually happened. They also want to have the glimpse of what happened, right? So when they are coming to the that bedroom where the crime happened, they are going to come with the shoes on.
And they are touching the things.
They are touching the things. Maybe out of 4 people, 1 was smoking. Somebody is smoking, that smoke is being added to the crime scene. When somebody is going to pick up the sample, that smoke ashes, if somebody is using that cigarette, so smoke ashes would be there.
Everything just messed up.
Yeah, and if somebody feels the thirst to have water, they may be
just
using
touch
that glass that is lying over the scene of occurrence. They are using it. Now previously the glass that was there, it had the sample from the victim or maybe the perpetrator, right? But now the intruder is there, somebody who is interfering the scene of occurrence. They have held the glass and they are leaving their fingerprints. Now you asked me the question, ma'am, how tedious it is to examine the crime scene. Now it becomes more tedious when somebody is contaminating the scene of occurrence.
Okay.
Similar things happen when we are having police officers also, and they are not trained to collect the different forensic evidences.
And they are also touching things.
Yes. That is all about contaminating the scene of occurrence, and we won't be getting a very good quality of forensic evidence. Even if we have the evidence in hand, if it is not properly collected, it is not properly preserved and then transferred to the forensic science laboratory, then it is of no use. What if you are packing a liquid blood, right? You have collected using some means that you have collected that liquid blood, but you have kept the that lid of the box or the container that you are using open. The moment you were transferring it from the crime scene to the forensic science laboratory, it spilled off.
Okay.
What to do? You won't get that blood sample again.
Yes, ma'am.
I mentioned about this today's accident that was there, right?
Yes.
Today at 8:45, I think that was the time when that accident occurred. Now tomorrow morning at same time 8:45, when I will cross that road, I won't presume that something had happened here. Right. So evidence once lost is always lost.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is not timely collected, then we are left with nothing.
Yes,
then no science can get the evidence and give their opinion that what actually happened.
So ma'am, how much time takes, like कितना time लगता है इन चीज़ों को examine करके सब कुछ search करके?
It depends upon the kind of evidence that is there.
Okay.
If we are having hair sample, right? If we want to go to the go for the analysis of hair sample, and hair sample we all know how hair looks like. But what if that hair sample is attached to the skin? So before proceeding with the hair sample, we are supposed to get it off that skin.
Okay.
Right. So the procedure is going to take 1 day, 2 days. And then if it is messed up with so much of dirt and blood is there, then we have to get rid of the blood that is there, dirt that is there. We have to clean the sample. Then if we say we are going to subject this hair sample for DNA testing, so DNA testing is going to take another 1 week, right? So I presume 10 days would be taken to analyze one hair sample.
Okay.
It's okay. But what about the pendency that is going on in the forensic labs? So many high profile cases that are to be dealt with. So many sensitive cases are there. For example, Nirbhaya rape case. Fast track courts are there. If fast track court is there, so they need, those courts need that the samples that are being submitted to the forensic science laboratories, they are to be submitted. This report has to be submitted on time. So you cannot say that, okay, whatever is coming our way, I'm going to analyze that and I'm going to give the evidence. No, it has to follow the hierarchy. Right, there are different kinds of samples. In one particular division, there are hundreds and thousands of samples that are there. You cannot even think of what kind of samples are there. Today, in today's newspaper, there was a news that 143 men have died because of the consumption of this inferior liquor that is there. Because there is a component, the alcohol that we drink, right, that we consume is ethyl alcohol. But there is inferior quality of alcohol, that is methyl alcohol, that is much cheaper. And that news mentions that 22,000 liter of this inferior liquor has been seized, right? They have buried it under the soil because they know very well that this kind of, if they supply this inferior quality of alcohol, people are going to die after consuming it. And this particular type of, selling of these kind of liquors, inferior quality, they are termed or tagged as huge tragedies, where people in large number dies because of the consumption of this wrong alcohol.
It's a poisonous, like,
yes,
very harmful for
it is harmful. It is very harmful to the body that eventually the person dies.
Oh my God.
So one has to be very cautious while even having things like this. You might have heard about that Maggie
yes, ma'am.
Was there. It contained lead.
Yes, ma'am.
It contained lead. I think 2019 or 2020,
yes,
there was a news that Maggie contains lead. So this lead is going to act as a slow poison.
Like जितना हम मतलब consume करेंगे वो धीरे
it is going to be absorbed by the body. If I say I consume alcohol, right? So alcohol absorption or digestion starts in the mouth.
Yes,
I'm consuming from the mouth. It is taken orally. So from that very moment, the absorption by the body starts. So slowly and slowly, different parts of the body, right? They are absorbing, going for the body is absorbing or digesting the item that is being taken in by the individual. Right. So you will see that how body is absorbing things and how the body is reacting.
Okay, ma'am. So lastly ये मेरा ये question है कि आप students जो interested हैं, मतलब being forensic scientist, और आप उनको क्या advice देना चाहेंगे?
I would like to suggest from my side that they should learn the basics of sciences. One should learn the basics. Those basics could be applied to the forensic science, but if you are learning only the applied part, so it would be difficult. As I mentioned you, this science is very unique in itself, right?
Yes,
every crime scene is unique in itself. So if you are well versed with the basic sciences, then you will be able to apply it and you will be able to give the opinion in any case that you are dealing with.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for
Welcome.
being here and your precious time, and I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.